You're listening to Wrestling Cheers. Love that, Danhausen.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
And welcome back to Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name, unless your name is Jonathan Wolf. This is Wrestling Cheers. We like to talk about things going north through south independent wrestling scene. We preview shows, we review shows, and sometimes we even have interviews along the way. This is a preview episode for AIW's Hey Yo this Saturday in Akron, Ohio at the Tadmor Shrine. I am your host. I am Justin Summers, and Wrestling Cheers is brought to you by the Trending Topics Network and Midwest Territory. Please rate, review, and subscribe if you ever listen to this fine podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean, WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers. Email, if you so choose and desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com. And we have the merch store over at whatamaneuver.net. Like I said, this is a preview episode for AIW's Hey Yo. And this week, we have Charlie Butters.
Hey Yo.
So, we know everybody's name, unless they're Jonathan Wolf.
Okay, first of all, I was doing something that I shouldn't be doing. While I was at work, I was trying to handle two things at once. Business and driving a tow motor filled with explosives. And you're gonna make fun of me. I didn't blow up, okay? So that big of a mistake? No, I'm joking. I wasn't doing that.
But what about
I was on break? I was on break, and it just,
But what about on the podcast?
That was trying not to get the coronavirus from Jared, who was over there coughing and hacking the entire time. Who is still sick, by the way.
Everybody is.
And we have Pam.
Oh, hi! I'm back.
And you're excited for this show for two reasons.
I am.
What would those two reasons be?
One is because we're in Akron and Brody Sundays. Two is because it's my birthday. Actually, my birthday, real birthday this year, not before or after. Actually, on. I did finger guns. You can't tell though.
Audio podcast, Pam. Audio podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big dumb.
But if you explain it, people then get the picture.
Yep.
Yeah, they can picture me doing that in front of my mic. Hear a little noise, little finger gun action.
So back to Charlie Butters. You were on your show, Not Ready for Primetime Wrestling.
Why do you gotta grill me about this now? Come on, you already got me on Twitter.
Because I thought it was good for the intro, because we know everybody's name.
Okay. Well, so go ahead, tell the story. Go ahead.
Well, I was listening to your podcast, and actually I texted you the error before it was noticed.
So yeah, when I did some editing on the podcast, I said correctly, first off, Jonathan Wolf and his tag team partner, Sean Kemp. But then I somehow decided that apparently Alexander Wolf was his tag team partner as well from NXT UK. And Jared didn't catch it because he was over dying on the couch from the coronavirus. And you caught it. And then I tried to get ahead of it and correct it on the Twitter page. And then it just went downhill from there.
Well, you corrected it. And I was like, oh, let me retweet this for him. I try to retweet and share Not Ready for Primetime Wrestling. And
appreciate it.
And I didn't tag anybody, but Jonathan Wolf saw the tweet first. I saw him favorite it. And then I seen not only did Billy Sarks see it, she replied back with Jonathan Wolf's Twitter handle, then also putting in the IFHY Twitter handle and hashtag ringfingerdown.
Yeah, well, to that I say, I'm going to agree with Mouse. I think Pizza Cat Jr. is a better wrestler than Billy Starks. So, putting that out there.
I agree, she is. So, let's get into AIW's Hey Yo special guest, Scott Hall. Are you guys going to be doing meet and greet? For me, it's up in the air. I already met him. I already have the picture. I already have 8x10 signed. But whether I buy one of those Elite figures or a pop figure and have it get signed and maybe get a picture taken with him, maybe get a picture taken with him with my Hasbro figure, up in the air. I haven't decided. But what about you guys?
I thought about it, but I don't know yet. I kind of want to just because it's Razor Ramon, but like, I don't know. Also trying to watch my money. I want one of those baseball shirts.
I want to get, I want to do it. I missed the first time and I was really mad that I missed the first time. So I'm really happy I get a second chance at this. Probably going to do the combo and I don't know what I'm going to get signed yet. I have the Scott Hall, steelbook that, for his documentary they did on him a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And then I also have his Elite figure, so I don't know which one to get signed because he was like when I was first getting into wrestling, like when I started watching some of the older stuff, I liked Razor Ramon. Like he was the one that popped out to me as like the one to watch. So like I've always liked him. He's probably maybe even my second favorite when I first started watching behind Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I don't know which one I'm going to get signed. Probably the Steelbook is what I'm leaning towards right now, but I don't know. Maybe I'll spring for it and do both. I don't know.
I think Razor was one of my first favorites because I started watching when I was around about 7 or so. And it was one of those things I don't remember like being able to follow it as easy, but some of the wrestlers that I connected with quick one was him and the other one was like maybe Crush and maybe The Undertaker. But I remember rooting for Razor Ramon and then going back and going, oh, he was actually a bad guy during this time period that I started watching him. I wasn't supposed to like him, but I did. So right. I think when I met him, I told him, I'm like, dude, I think you were like one of my first favorites. And I know he was one of the first Hasbros I bought. I just don't know legitimately which one was the first. It's in between him, Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Punching Hulk Hogan. One of them was my first, and I can't remember which one. But I do remember him being like one of them, and just recently rebuying that one was awesome. So I know like I said, I'm kind of questionable, but it's still cool to have him back. I really wish we would have had him and Nash together because that's a huge photo op. Like even let's say a year from now they bring Nash and Hall back, but they bring them back together for the same show. I'm probably gonna get a picture with them because you almost have to.
Right.
Also,
strumming the big gold with the NWO on it would be great.
It'd be kind of cool if we get a photo op with Kevin Nash and Glenn Jacobs, just so you get picture with Diesel and fake Diesel.
That's just you being a truck driver, man.
Well, I also liked Kevin Nash, and I also really like Kane, and the fact that he was the only one that was able to actually kind of pull that off. And I mean, granted, it didn't last. And then he went into fucking Dr. Isaac Yankem. Or was that before? I can't remember. They blur together.
I think it was after. But I can't take Diesel seriously anymore ever since The Rock made fun of him. Yeah. That was the best thing ever. I just watched that again today. And like he does like the little like thing with Razor Ramon. It was so good, dude. It was so good. He just destroyed them in 40 seconds. It was brilliant.
The Diesel one is what stands out. I think I had that. I might have like had that as a text tone a long time ago because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Just like,
You need to find that and send that to me so that could be your text tone for me.
Anyway, also with this show, we have nothing to talk about for it. Other than there is a new talent initiative before Heyo, not open to fans, but we do have some names that have kind of trickled out of who's going to be in it. AIW has mentioned a couple, and some of the wrestlers have mentioned that they're going to be in it. And the names we know are Levi Everett, Cole Radrick, Mr. Brickster, Jaden Newman, and Graham Bell. So, and there's definitely going to be a lot more than that. Probably
Kevin Koo.
I hope so, but that dude just had a really.
There's a big chunk of Southern Underground pro wrestlers right there. I mean, holy cow.
He just had a big weekend, getting signed to MLW, and also this week, another Southern Underground pro wrestler, Zachary Cooper, got signed, and he's a dude that he has a really good look. I don't know how I describe him in the ring because I'm a little bit like Jonah, like movesets and everything. That's all just way past me. But then there's like he's really good like on the mic and just speaking. Like he has his own podcast and he's very fluent, and I like that. Don't find many wrestlers that are like that. So good. So
yeah, I think Dom's like that too. I like Dom on the podcasts. He's fun to listen to.
Yeah. Of all these names, which ones are you most looking forward to? For me, I'm going to say it's kind of Jaden Newman. He's someone that is not high on a lot of people's radar, but I think he can make an impact. And I've watched him make his way around to different promotions, and like this would be a huge, huge opportunity for him. And if we ever want to see some really good matches, there's some really good history between him and Manders. And just a one-off in AIW would be great. What names are you looking forward to, Pam?
When we were talking earlier, the one that kind of stuck out to me was that Graham, or which one has the bazooka?
Graham Bell.
Graham Bell. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that, I'm a sucker for a gimmick, and that seems rad as fuck to me. So I'd like to see if he makes it like through the initiative, and maybe we'll see him in a match later in the night.
Charlie, you're much like myself. You're familiar with all these names. Which one is on top of your list?
Top of my list for somebody who hasn't wrestled in AIW yet. Well, I don't know. There's two: Cole Radrick and Levi Everett. I want nothing but the best for Levi. I think he's amazing. I love everything about him. He can wrestle, so I think he'll definitely, hopefully move on. Brickster, he's great too. I don't know. I can't choose. I like everybody. It's so much fun. I hope the scramble or whatever they decide to do with it is just all the guys and just let them do things. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful.
I think kind of second on my list, it almost has to be Cole Radrick. And one of the main reasons why, besides I like IFHY, but if that happens, then having Nasty on the AIW playlist will be 100% legit. That if that song plays for him, then boom, the little Easter egg on the playlist is fine now.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
For sure.
And like those are the only names that have been public, at least that I know of. I've heard rumblings of other names in there, but I'm not going to announce them. That's not for me to do. If obviously if the wrestlers come in like, oh yeah, I'm signed up for it, I'm going to be there. That's awesome. Wish them all the best of luck to make it on the scramble, because, you know, a guy like Lee, that'd be great if Levi followed in that footsteps, Lee and Levi, but a guy like Lee Moriarty, what he did last year, and he was, I think, the first one out, too, for that match, and there was enough of us who knew about him and were really pumped for him to be in that match. So I'm hoping some of these wrestlers that we're pumped for, whether we just mention them or not, they make it on either the scramble match or maybe if there is another match that gets added, because there's so many really good wrestlers that they want to put on the show. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's pretty much the only thing we can say about it.
Good luck, everyone.
All right, let's do our normal format. We're going to talk about 3 matches, and then we're going to come back after a little commercial break and talk about all the rest of the matches and make some picks. Let's start off with, I'm going to go Domenic Guarini versus Chase Oliver. Chase Oliver, who made his return just 2 weeks ago at AIW, absolutely killed it. But then you also have at the same time Domenic Guarini, who kind of put Twan in his place, and he had enough of Big Twan Tucker and all these AIW students. So now the teacher is looking for revenge. He set one example. Now he's looking to set another one against Chase Oliver. What are your thoughts on this match, Charlie?
So you got a ground style versus a high flying style. It'll be an interesting matchup. If Dom can keep Chase grounded, then it'll be an easy night for Dom, but I don't think it's going to be an easy night for Dom. It's going to be a rough night for both guys, I think. It's going to be fun.
How about you, Pam?
So, like even Charlie just said, they're both really good at what they do style-wise. Chase, I'm sure, is going to throw a lot of flippy shit in there as much as he can. But these two are going to really put on one hell of a match. I know, according to Dom, Chase really hasn't been to training school in a while, so it might be a little bit rough on him, but I'm sure Dom is going to do the same thing to Chase as he did to Twan and really make an example out of him, and they're going to put on a great match.
When Dom sat there and like called out Chase for like just lifting weights, and he's like, well, I'm not a weight. Yeah, like I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like driving home and I was like, oh. And I'm sure the people around me were like, what the fuck is she listening to, making those faces and like putting her hand up and shit. But yeah, he was just straight shitting on him. And like Dom said, he's not a weight. He's not a barbell. Like, be ready to fucking do some wrestling, because Dom's not going to let you off easy.
I think Dom has been one of the best AIW students pretty much since the school started, even to the point of like helping train now. And he's also someone who's like been out there the most, and now him kind of trying to get some revenge. And I do like what he said during the intermission of Built to Last, where he basically said that, you know, he is responsible for Bishop, not really having bad words to say about him. Like, oh, like I should be champion. I should be the one going after all this. No, that's because of me. You're welcome. So now he wants to do the same thing to Big Twan, and you have the potential of that with Chase Oliver too.
For sure.
It's been amazing to watch Dom in AIW, with even going back to, you know, his match versus Zack Sabre Jr. and till now, and he's a dude who is just constantly working at it, and that's one thing I really, really respect about him. But at the same time, Chase is somebody who is he doesn't necessarily have a chip on his shoulder, but he's been gone for so long, and you would kind of look at him and some of his peers and like what they've done, and Chase is just kind of like, oh yeah, there's Chase. But it hasn't necessarily been his fault, and I think this is his time to prove his worth even more. He beat Zach Thomas, and now you have freaking Dom in front of you. Why not rack up 2 wins really quick?
Absolutely.
So what's really fun about Dom is that when I first started getting back in AIW, one of my biggest pet peeves for the longest time was people that wrestle without like boots or anything. So it instantly made me not like him for like the longest time. But it wasn't because of his talent, like that he didn't have talent or anything, because he absolutely did. But like I kind of got past that at some point in like the last, I want to say like year or so, and he's become like one of my favorites to watch. Like every time he has a match, he does really interesting things. And I didn't really see Chase before he was gone with injury, so to see him come back now, it's all fresh for me. So it's really interesting, and I like seeing all the different things that he does, and he can surprise me continuously because I don't know what all is in his repertoire, because I've only seen him wrestle 3 times, maybe 4 times. So it's still like a fun learning experience, and everybody else is like already knows, and I'm just learning. It's kind of fun. Go
back and watch the old shit on IWTV, man. Like, I think it was a match. Summers, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a match where him and AJ each did a thing off the top rope onto the guys on the outside at Mount Carmel? Or am I just imagining shit?
Talking about Chase?
Yeah, Chase and AJ. One was on one corner post, the other was on the other, and they did crazy shit off top.
I'm not the encyclopedia that Caden is for moves and stuff.
I swear I see it in my head, but I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but yeah, there's a bunch of old shit on IWTV. I'm sure that you could go back and see Chase do crazy shit before he got injured.
But what I was going to throw out, that they were members of No Consequences.
Yes.
So to me, not being able to remember it doesn't mean anything, but because that makes sense that they would have been in a match together. And when they fucking debuted in AIW same night, those were two of the standouts. Like, people were talking, like, Gringo Loco was talking about Chase Oliver after that show. I'll never forget.
Yeah, I'm starting to catch up on the back catalog now that it's available on there, and then like doing the reviews on my show. So I'm kind of going to start jumping back through some of their older stuff too. So I'll have to pick one and check it out for the show.
I would say you could potentially go back and listen to old Wrestling Cheers or Ohio Indie Report episodes too, but there's going to be like really bad periods of where there was like no episodes. So like, I don't know like how great that would be, but I don't know. We're a lot better than what we used to be. Next up we have, there's a lot of good matches to talk about. I kind of want to talk about Swoggle versus Danhausen. This match This match is going to be fun. We don't get Danhausen as much as we used to, which kind of sucks, but the fact that he's getting a lot of dates from a lot of different companies means he's constantly busy. I know that he's quit his real life job, and now like this is his real life job, so completely happy for him. But him versus fucking Swoggle, this is great. There's so many matches that we throw Swoggle in, like last month versus, not even last month, 2 weeks ago versus Super Oprah. Holy fuck. I don't think there's a part of the internet that really was ready for Super Oprah, and I don't think they like what they think she stands for, but I don't know. I love it. Now it's Danhausen's turn, and these are 2 of 3 members of the Black Label Pro Tag Team Champions in a match together. Does anybody know?
That's right. Iron sharpens iron, man.
Does anybody know if Ethan Page is somewhere this weekend?
No idea. I didn't on Twitter too, so.
I'm sure he's booked somewhere because I'm going to be at the show, so he can't be there.
Hey, we broke that. You showed up to Black Label Pro.
Well, he was there twice when I was there, so that doesn't count. It's a different promotion.
Oh, okay. So
AIW, the streak still continues.
Okay, do me a favor. Don't go to Gauntlet. I want him to be there. No offense.
Buy the stream. Take the ride.
Do what you did for Built to Last. It's fine. Just
no. You know how much shit I had to take to do that? No, I have to go this next time. It's not an option.
No, you could miss. Just make sure you go to Dollar General before.
I was going to say that. We'll run into any ladies buying any sleds.
Maybe people won't be buying sleds at the end of March, but we're talking about Ohio weather. Potentially.
You never know.
Yeah. There'll be a run on motor oil or something. She'll just be buying it all.
Oh, shit. But anyway, Swoggle Danhausen.
It's going to be fun. What are your thoughts on this match, Charlie?
So there are very important questions here. Where did we come from? Who are we? And can Danhausen hit kicks on Swoggle while doing the Pee Wee Herman dance? Because Swoggle is very short.
You bastard. I was going to say that. I was going to say, I wonder how the tequila spot's going to go.
I don't think there can be one. I mean, he's going to have to dip real low to get in there. I don't know. Swoggle could like grab him and bite him. I don't think it's going to work out for him. So
is he still doing the tequila spot everywhere? Because I'm starting to see some new Danhausen spots pop up online, and that makes me happy because I know people have kind of bellyached a little bit. They're like, it's the same shtick, blah blah blah. It's the same thing everywhere. But at the same time, if you ever went to a concert, if you don't hear the hits, you're gonna get mad. So Danhausen brings out the hits, and the key is to start creating new ones. He might be doing it. I don't know. We'll see on Saturday, but
I'm 50-50 on it. Sometimes I'm in the mood to see it. Sometimes I'm like, this again. It all depends. It all depends on who he has with him in the match and how they play it as to whether it comes off good or not. If they just kind of do the basic stuff, then it's kind of meh. If they came up with something like they wanted to do something fun with it, you could tell they're into it, then it's a little bit more fun. It's always more fun when Warhorse is there too, because then they headbang and stuff. It's great. Overall, though, this has potential to be one of the top comedy matches of the year if they do it right. So I'm excited for that.
Better than Super Oprah Swoggle.
Super Oprah and Swoggle wasn't more of a comedy match. That was more of a spectacle match because it was just
so much happening.
Yes, exactly. There was just all kinds of things.
Still comedy.
I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't classify it comedy, but I'm not saying that it wasn't. It was something. That's all I'll say about that. But this match I think is going to be more up the comedy alley. The likes of Colt Cabana and a certain other gentleman that we've done episodes about that we'll be seeing pretty soon. Actually, he'll probably be a Gauntlet.
Question.
Marion Fontaine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not pretty sure. Like that, I don't think the streak's ever gonna die. I don't ever want it to die. I love it. It's wonderful. It needs to continue.
Absolutely.
And we'll probably see him a week or so after that.
Yes, we will. In Detroit.
I gotta buy tickets for that. Still haven't done it.
Yeah, same here. I'm waiting probably until March to do so because it's might be a little bit cheaper on me then because I got a lot coming out here bill wise soon. So end of the month,
Oh, I totally get that shit. But listen to me, I'm calling you a slacker for not buying those yet, and here I am. I don't even have my ticket for Saturday yet. Like, I had a lot of bills to pay, so I haven't really had a chance. So Friday though, that shit, I might as well just wait till the door.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna be front row.
Nope. We're never front row for Akron.
They go quick.
Yeah, like, I think we were front row maybe once, and then we just decided to get second row after that, because honestly, if Stacy wants to catch Matt, he can just go to the fucking aisle and catch Matt.
I thought at the last Akron show, when you guys were towards the back, but in front of the bleachers, I thought Matt should have ran back there.
I was honestly waiting for it. I shit you not. I was like, Matt's gonna come back here. I just know it. He's coming. Here he comes. Oh, nope, he's not coming.
Or you guys should sit in the bleachers, like try to find your new bleacher spot, and then have Matt run up there and do it.
Oh my god, and just like tackle Stacy essentially. My god, that'd be hilarious.
And we want to throw a little message out to all the AIW students and people who are going to be putting the show together. Well,
yes.
When setting out chairs, leave fucking aisleways. I repeat,
please.
Leave fucking aisleways. Creating one big horseshoe doesn't fucking work.
And you know what's fucked? Like, where we were sitting for the Odeon show, I literally moved chairs. I made a walkway, and then people literally put chairs there and sat there. I turned around to go stand up to get a drink, and I'm like, the fuck? Where'd my walkway go? Like, I literally had to remove chairs and, like, make a tiny space for me to get out of where I was sitting.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's bad enough at a regular show when there are aisles. Most of the time, those get filled up one way or another. People moving chairs or people kind of standing in the way. But this is like, you are already filling that up, and it made such a nightmare to like, all right, I gotta move. Man.
The AIW student that sits in front of where we sit, as I was moving shit, he turned around and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm making a walkway. You guys didn't leave us any space. And he starts laughing. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just do this. It's fine. John won't care.
Make the fans do your job for you guys. You just look at you students. Just
I'll take $10 off my ticket. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with doing this as long as I get to chop whatever student did this.
Yeah.
Chops from fans for doing it. There you go.
That'd be funny.
Just ask Brian Carson how hard I chop.
Man, I haven't got a good one in on somebody. I'm pretty sure that I could destroy somebody.
It's a weird flex, Summers.
Weird flex, but okay.
One of all people, Carson.
Because he's the only...
Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's the only one I've chopped. Twice.
I want you to chop AJ Gray and let him chop you.
No.
Oh, Jesus, that's a death wish, man. You don't want that shit.
I'll do it under one condition.
Who do I have to chop?
Oh no, you have to get chopped.
Okay. By who?
Gary fucking J.
I knew you were going to say Gary J. I've heard the rumors. I'll take an Eric Stevens chop.
Heard the rumors? I've seen them. I've seen him chop a fan and leave fucking red marks.
Video of it at an old AIW show. I remember that.
I saw
a video of it.
Yeah. Oh. Ow.
Anytime somebody chops somebody really hard in their chest, I just feel my titties collapse a little more.
Same.
It's like, don't do that, please.
Danhausen versus Swoggle.
Interesting to say the least, but it'll definitely deliver.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what more to say about it because it's one of those when they announced it, I was like, okay. Wasn't at the top of my list, but okay.
Swoggle's clever. He's going to bring spicy water. We're going to have to try to convince Danhausen not to try to drink it, even though it's a new flavor.
Has he tried the Bud Light spicy water?
I don't keep track of his intake of spicy water anymore, but I don't think so. I haven't seen a video in a while of him trying spicy water.
Ugh.
Last time I saw him try it was, I think, AJ Gray's at a Black Label show.
All that shit's disgusting.
I kind of like it.
Ugh. It tastes like water. I can't even describe it. Like, static. It's weird. I've tried White Claw. I've tried Truly's.
I would like it more if there was a heavier flavor to it. Like, it's just too much. The hint of a flavor doesn't do it for me. I need, like, the full flavor.
So, look, if you're going to give me sparkling water with alcohol in it, give me a clearly Canadian with a matching vodka flavor inside of it or something. Like, that's the sparkling water I can drink, but I can't do... Oh, God, that shit's so gross.
It's kind of the only thing I've drank lately. I had a White Claw past weekend at a show. One of the bigger cans. I was like, holy shit. And
give me a PBR coffee and I'll call it a day, man.
I need to try those.
Oh my God. It's literally iced coffee with alcohol. Like, you can't. Oh my God. It's so good.
Heard good things. Definitely want to try it.
It's sold here now, so you can.
No. I don't buy much alcohol.
I don't either.
I have a little bottle of Jaeger been in my fridge since like Christmas.
Gross. I have a half a bottle of Vanilla Crown that I'm bringing Saturday for tailgate, so.
Is there tailgate?
Fucking better be. That's fucking Akron. I expect a goddamn tailgate for my birthday.
Jeez.
I mean, not necessarily for my birthday, but like, we literally do it every Akron show. I know that there's going to be cars there because of the initiative, and I have to be there. Not have to be there, but Stacy said something about doing podcasting shit. So I was going to be there earlier in the day anyway, but like, I'm going to be there setting up and I'm going to be drinking. So if y'all want to join me, I'm starting my own tailgate. Tailgate at Pam's Black Kia. Holla. One of many Black Kias at the Akron shows. Jesus Christ. Or at AIW shows in general.
Yeah, I have a Black Kia as well, so.
Kia Soul?
No, it's Optima.
See, I have a Soul. There are like 1,000 Black Kia Souls at the shows. And one silver one.
I know.
You have a black soul. Makes sense.
Yes!
Ironically, I think I got some podcast stuff that I have to do Saturday too. I just have to plan everything out.
There's so much happening.
I love it. I mean, I love it when AIW is so close.
Yeah, you're literally like 10 minutes away. Shut up. You suck.
I think it's closer to 15 to 20.
Oh, yeah, because you're over on that one. Yeah.
Out in Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that you're like in Akron, but not in Akron. You're like in the area with Cuyahoga.
If I were to leave right now, it says it would take me 19 minutes, so yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. It's still better. We're still an hour away regardless. Like, it's technically closer by like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I love living this close, and if everything goes right podcast-wise, I can just be like, oh, we can just go back to my apartment and record there. Don't
have to lug your shit with you.
Precisely.
That'll be the last time they ever see that wrestler.
Oh my God, it'd be like Powerbomb the movie. Have you guys seen that? No? It was really good.
No, but I want to. But I'm saying because he has a cat named Dexter, so, you know.
Funny.
Finger guns back at you.
The Sickening Pictures Powerbomb movie?
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So we were supposed to do that, and we were at the after until like 6.
Yeah.
So there was no way we were making a 7 a.m. casting call.
Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of wiggle room because I think I got there at like quarter after, but everything was still cool. But yeah, I still want to see that movie. And
yes, Steph and I went to the premiere. It was pretty cool. Wes did a really good job playing a crazy fuck, let me tell you.
And also, this wrestler would be seen again very much. But it is just like a lot easier. I mean, granted, I could do it in the car too, but I felt like that's weird. It feels weird.
Who are you, Jerry Seinfeld?
No.
Podcasters in cars with
Wrestlers.
No, because his is comedians with coffee or whatever. So, like, yeah, I guess White Claw would be like the wrestling equivalent of coffee.
That or energy
Rain.
drinks.
Yeah, Rain.
Yeah, Rain drinks, yeah.
Don't blow the cover who the guest is because you're getting close, so we're going to move on. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know shit about shit anyway, so that's hilarious.
I know.
Anyway, next match.
Let's move on because we are going to be looking forward to Suavo and Danhausen, but let's get on to the main event. Rip Shitty.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, Josh is going to whoop your ass for that one.
Ooh.
The Rip City Shooters versus Matt Justice and one called Manders with Fonzie.
Hey.
Second gear crew.
This is going to get us into Tampa, and who knows what the fuck we're going to see at Gauntlet, but this is going to be huge. You have a local guy, Joshua Bishop, main eventing. Technically, Matt's not too far away either. Then you got Wes Barkley and one called Manders. Manders being the one that obviously has to travel the furthest, but this is going to be a fucking insane match. There's been so many really, really good Akron main events, and this has the potential of lining up with them. What are your thoughts on this match, Pam?
I don't even know where to start with this one. I just know I'm probably going to end up running around a lot because they're probably going to be on the outside a lot. Josh and Wes have really come into their own as Rip City Shooters. I know Josh does a lot of stuff solo at AIW, but these two together in a tag team are pretty fucking great. They've been dominating all over Northeast Ohio and other places, and them two facing Matt is crazy enough, but then throwing Manders in there, I don't even know, man. I'm not even ready for it. It's just gonna be fucking nuts.
How you feeling about this match, Butters?
I'm super excited to see Manders again. I'm glad that he is coming back to AIW and in the main event, no less. So, second gear crew against Rip City Shooters. It's going to be a good time. There's going to be lots of brawling, lots of craziness, and I kind of want to see Wes and Manders kind of square off and kind of see how that goes. That could be kind of entertaining. And even Manders and Josh. It's two big meaty boys slapping meat right there.
Part 2 question. What do you think Fonzie's role will be in this match? Is he going to interfere? Is he going to get his ribs busted up again?
I think Fonzie's going to sacrifice himself again. No doubt.
He's the man. I love Fonz.
No, Nick Cage is the man.
That's true. Very true. Poor choice of words on my part. Fonz is the dude at AIW, since we don't have a dude at AIW.
We have M-Dog.
You know what? I'm done. I'm signing off. I'm going home. Well, wait, I'm already home. You know what I mean. This is what happens when I'm sober, guys. Just know that.
Question is, will we see an influx from the Bishop Brigade and Barkley Nation? I feel like they haven't shown up as many shows, but there's a handful of ones that they do show up at. And if the Bishop Brigade is coming to any show, it's the one in their backyard.
With the exception of the last one, because I think they were all on vacation. I think there was a show where like nobody showed up because they were all out of town and Josh was the only one that didn't go. But with it being in Josh's backyard, essentially, I see more Bishop Brigade coming. Barkley Nation kind of fizzled out a little bit. Masked Frank brought that up on Twitter earlier. He was like, whatever happened to those guys? But it's definitely, if there will be anybody, a little bit of Barkley Nation. May not be as big as it used to be, but there'll be some folks there for sure.
I feel like the last time we really seen them was Wrestle Rager, which I
Jesus Christ, that was a year ago, almost.
Well, Rager, not Rave.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 6 months, 8 months. Yeah. I'm telling you, my brain ain't all there, man.
But I mean, that's where they caused like a huge scene at the end of that show.
Ice cream scoops out of the brain. That's what you're doing to yourself, Pam.
God, I can't wait to eat a brownie sundae. I think they have pretzels too. I might have a pretzel too.
I think I'm gonna get me a walking taco. That was pretty good last time, and then I'll finish it off with a sundae.
How much do you think they make on concessions from us?
Oh, they gotta make bank, dude.
They make stupid money from us, man. Stupid money, especially with alcohol and shit too. And John doesn't get a cut of it. Dumb money.
I think that's why they keep allowing us back. Like, they did all this bad stuff, they bled everywhere, but look how much money we got. Fuck it, let them come back.
That one guy bit that other guy's face. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look at all this money. It's all right. It's all right.
As long as we don't break anything, we should be okay.
Which we've been pretty good on.
Yeah.
It's also, I've also loved how roomy Tadmor Shrine is. We have yet to just like completely fill that place up. And it's not like, oh, we don't have enough. It's just, there's so much room from where the ring is to where the bleachers are to like fill all that up would take a while. Would take a lot of fucking fans. So there's at least the room for like gimmick tables and everything to where like I really enjoy it.
Let's try to fill it up this Saturday. Fill it all the way up.
Fill it up for Pam's birthday.
Yes. Everybody come to the party, watch some wrestling, and eat a brownie sundae. That kind of rhymed.
You've been excited for this ever since they announced it at the last show. You're like, that's my birthday.
Little inside baseball, I kind of already knew. But because I'd asked, so I'd could see what days I could request off of work and shit. And they were like, yeah, 222. I'm like, oh my god, that's my birthday. But yeah, and then they said, they were like, yeah, it's my birthday. But secret though, real talk, I kind of hate my birthday. But I'm just excited that there's a show in Akron and I get to hang out with everybody on a day that usually is just a day to me. I usually work. I don't do anything for my birthday, so it'll be nice to have my friends around and get incredibly fat by eating all the brownie sundaes I can possibly eat.
And if you live anywhere close to the Winchester and want to bring Pam down some wings,
hot wings.
She would very much appreciate that.
I know none of y'all like me like that, but if somebody did, I would probably cry. Legit cry real tears.
It would be the greatest birthday ever.
Probably, yeah. And turning 34, your girl needs a good birthday.
So you're like a month and a half older than me.
Mm-hmm.
God, you're
yes,
old.
Sir. What? Did you just call me old? Bitch! And guess what? Since I'm older than you, then that means Brian Urlacher's allowed to be my favorite Bears player, not yours. Oh, just kidding.
Okay, I changed mine to Bronco Nagurski.
I'm just playing, but yeah, it'll be a fun time. I hope everybody comes, and if there isn't an official tailgating, just find my car. I'll be there doing whatever, hanging out, getting drunk. Hopefully not by my lonesome. That would suck.
We might be able to get enough people there early, one way or another.
Fingers crossed.
Or we just all go to Cece's. It's right there.
Oh my god, I haven't had Cece's in over a decade. Mac and cheese pizza.
Hell yeah, that's what I was just thinking about.
Mac and cheese pizza and dessert pizza. Sign me the fuck up.
We should get pineapple pizza for your birthday. With ranch on it.
Do you really want me to throw up on you on Saturday? Because I totally will. I will puke all the puke. Like Exorcist puke. Gross. I don't like ranch dressing. No. No. No pineapple on my pizza, no ranch. Blech. Gross.
All right, with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Not ready for prime time wrestling. New episodes every Sunday. Love that podcast house.
All right, let's talk about the rest of the matches on the card, and let's start with Tre Lamar versus Alex Shelley. How bad does Tre Lamar get beat up in this match? So I gotta go with Alex Shelley, because that's kind of what happens in Akron. Like, Tre gets the shit beat out of him.
Well, with it being like a hometown-y show for him, I kind of hope he's able to show out, get some shit in on Alex. But ultimately, I think Shelley ends up with the W myself.
Are you Butters?
Shelley's going to bust out his new signature move, the good old dick twist.
See if we can make Reese cry again. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I love you, Reese.
Yes. So he's going to make old Tre tap. So it'll be fun, though.
Up next, we have Eric Ryan versus AJ Gray versus Zach Thomas versus Wheeler Yuda. I think I'm going to go Wheeler Yuda. Who do you got in this match, Pam?
The cutes. Yuda for the win.
I'm going to go with AJ Gray. That leg drop. That big old psychosis leg drop.
Yeah, I thought about that myself, but I think Wheeler gets that. And also, I kind of want to see how badly Eric Ryan gets booed.
Next up, we have, speaking of a dick twist, Lee Moriarty versus Filthy Tom Lawler. Does Filthy Tom Lawler pull out the dick twist? I don't know, but I'm going to go on Lee with Lee. I think he's on a hot streak right now. Who do you got in this match, Butters?
While Lee probably deserves a dick twist, I'm going to go with Filthy Tom on this one. I think Lee deserves a dick twist and to get tapped out by Filthy Tom.
And Lee's had an epic set of matches lately. Came out on top last time over Shelley, but I think this time Tom's gonna come out on top over Lee. Tom is great, and yeah, I just want to see if he can make Lee tap out too. I love you, Lee.
Bye, Felicia.
Next up, we have Eric Stevens versus Mance Warner. Shut up, nerd versus
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
I miss that so much.
MLW, his promos on there are amazing. He gets me so hyped every time I watch one. I love it.
Who do you guys got in this match? I'm gonna go Mance Warner. How about you, Pam?
Don't make me choose. I really like both of these guys. And it's gonna be really difficult, but I think A Day to Remember is gonna play at the end of that match, and not Simple Man. So Eric Stevens.
How about you, Butters?
I'm gonna go with old Manster. I love him. I support him no matter what. He's my man. He's a simple man. It's like me.
I love Manser too, but I don't know. Eric Stevens has really been killing it at AIW, and I'd like to see him win another one before he quits.
A simple man versus a family food dude.
With really great cookies, from what I've been told.
Really great cookies from what I've had.
Shut up!
He's gonna face the eye poke god.
I've only been able to eat a half at a time.
What kind did you get?
Chocolate peanut butter?
See, I gotta go basic if he has any basic ones, because I feel like it might be too much peanut butter for me, and I'm not really a big peanut butter fan.
Oh, there's still
I know he has a new flavor too on the website.
Ooh.
I'll say this: they are expensive. Like you're legitimately paying $10 per cookie plus shipping. But number one, it's a good dude doing it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and spends a lot of time doing that shit, so I'm perfectly fine with it. And a second is, I don't know how many cookies I've been able to eat a half, let alone a whole one, and then be, okay, I'm done, and be satisfied.
Right. It's like eating a big ass cinnamon roll.
Pretty much. You have to drink it with milk.
I was just about to ask that. I don't like white milk, so it'd have to be chocolate for me.
So many foods you don't like.
I'm weird, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not anywhere near as picky as every other fucking wrestling fan and or whoever we know in this industry. But I don't know. Look, I haven't liked it since I was a kid. Chocolate, strawberry, whatever flavor you want to hand me, sure. Cereal milk? Only way I drink white milk.
My latest kick has been local milk.
I've seen that on your shit before, and let me tell you, I used to do that shit when I was younger, and the chocolate milk I used to get from our local farm place that delivered it, best chocolate milk I've ever had in my entire life, and True Moo is the only thing that kind of resembles what it tasted like.
The stuff that I get is out of Worcester, but they actually have it at our local Giant Eagle. I get every week, besides like we get like 2 gallons of regular milk from like regular Giant Eagle milk. But we get white milk for at least one, I think it's like a half gallon of white milk and a half gallon of chocolate. I can let that chocolate milk go within about a day because it is so good. And I'm a huge fan of like stuff in glass bottles. So the fact that
for sure.
The fact that they do that, it's so good. And I think I have 6 and it's about to be 8 bottles. And it's kind of like an old school system. You take them back to the store. I just haven't done that yet.
Oh, cool. I was going to ask if they did something like that because we used to give them back to the milkman and then when we'd, do the exchange every week. So.
Yeah, we get because it's a store, we get some money back. And I think that's really cool. But anyway, enough about that.
Damn cookies.
Next up, Domenic Guarini versus Chase Oliver. Who do you got on this, Butters?
First instinct is to say Dom, but you know what? Chase has been on a tear.
There you go.
So, I think everyone wins in this. I'm going to take Stacy's answer that he always gives up. Everyone wins with this match. It's going to be great. But no, if I really had to choose, I'm going to go Dom.
Who you got, Pam?
I love Chase, but I got Dom on this one too.
I'm going to go Chase because we're forgetting one very big element. Dom pissed off Big Twan Tucker.
Oh, yeah. Might be a little interference there.
There's going to be something. Maybe Dom does win because Big Twan comes out and fights him. Maybe it's a distraction that gives Chase the opportunity to win. Who knows? But I think Big Twan needs to be remembered because he is not on this card. So I'm going to go with Chase Oliver. And then... we haven't picked... almost thought we had just one more match. No. Suavo versus Danhausen. I'm going to go Danhausen. Very nice. Very evil. Love that Danhausen. How about you, Butters?
I want Danhausen to win, but I think Swoggle's going to win. So...
Some would say
I know it's a double answer. It's a non-answer, but...
Well, this isn't Marty and Sarah Love Wrestling. It's not who you want to win. It's who you think's going to win.
I don't know, man. Every time I've been at a show and Danhausen's there, exception for one show so far in the last year, he has lost every match that I've been at. So I take that back 2 matches. Maybe this will be the third. I'm going to go Danhausen. You know what? Let's make it the third match that he wins when I'm there. So
how about you, Pam?
Pamhausen says Danhausen.
So if I'm correct, we're down to 1 match, and that is the Rip City Shooters versus Matt Justice and one called Manders. I'm going with Justice and Manders. How about you, Charlie?
I'm going to go Rip City, man.
How about you, Pam?
I'm thinking. This is... I hate everything. For as much as I'd love to see Matthew Justice and Manders win this one, I'm gonna go with the good old Rip City Shooters. Because at least I know their name and didn't call them shitty.
I didn't call them shitty.
Rip Shitty Shooters!
I felt like it was more of a Asian accent. Or she.
I'm so done. I'm so done with this podcast.
Just double down, Justin. Just double down on it. You're doing fine, sweetheart. Keep it up.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Charlie. Shut up, nerd.
Too funny.
If you heard me when I went through it the second time, I made sure I pronounced every syllable. Rip City Shooters.
Too funny.
Anyway. That's the card for AEW's Hey Yo this Saturday at Tadmor Shrine in Akron, Ohio. Any final thoughts or last minute plugs before we go? Start with Pam.
All right, guys. So yeah, it'll be my birthday. Presents are greatly accepted in the forms of brownie sundaes and cash. That'd be great. Just kidding. Brownie sundae would be great though. Y'all can find me on the interwebs, on the tweets and the Instagrams at Pamela. God damn it. I hate my name. I'm just going to change it. It's PAMELAA_NICOLEE on the tweets and the Instagrams. Follow me. I post funny shit sometimes. You may have seen a tweet of mine in the past. I'm pretty funny. At least I think so.
Some people have stolen your tweet and completely cropped you out of it.
I know. Bastards. It's alright, though. It's on my Twitter for everybody to see. It's pinned at the top. I still pop when I see it on the internet, though. I work with a bunch of people that all, like, when they see it on the internet, they're like, I saw your tweet. I saw it on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, cool. I hate it.
Any final thoughts, last minute plugs? Butters.
Yeah, you can follow me at Charlie_Butters. Can check out my podcast, Not Ready for Primetime Wrestling. We do reviews every week, different wrestling shows. Have fun with it. It's a good time. And come out to the show and hang out and enjoy it. It's going to be fun. We only have 2 more before this one and then 1 more after before the big Mania weekend show, Thunder in Paradise. So come hang out, have a good time, have a brownie sundae. Buy Pam a bunch of them because it'll be really funny to see her with like 7 of them in her hands, trying to hold them all.
Can I get a tray?
Lamar?
Ha ha ha. That was a good one.
Have you guys seen Wreck-It Ralph 2?
Yes.
You know,
I saw it in theaters, but I haven't seen it since.
Well, you know, at the end where they throw in the part from the trailer that they purposely like left out and like put at the end of the trailer, like where the bunny is eating all the ice cream.
Yes.
That might be Pam at the end of the night.
At the end of the night, I don't know, maybe halfway through.
I'm just picturing a stack of brownie sundaes.
It's a good thing I'm not sitting down in front. Just have a bunch of empty cups like right against the rail and shit. I'll make sure.
They're going to be brawling in the main event. Pam's just going to puke all over one of them.
Trying to make me run too fast and just throw up all over them.
Yep.
What would be even worse is if you guys did have front row and Nat goes and catch Stacy and it's right at that time. You're just like, ugh!
Oh my god. You know, if something like that would ever happen, I could never show face at AIW again. Never. Unless it was, well, maybe, no, because, like, at least I puked at my car for Rager, so nobody's actually watched me puke in person.
I feel like people have had to have done worse at AIW shows.
Oh, more than likely. But I'm the person that gets embarrassed so easily, so that'd be my luck.
All right, you can find myself at Heavyset330, much like I can find this show at WrestlingCheers, Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers, email, if you so choose to desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com, and we have the merch store over at whatamaneuver.net. Like I said, please rate, review, and subscribe if you ever listen to this fine podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean, WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. Check out our friends on the Trending Topics Network, such as All Beer Inside, Eurovision Showcase, Old School at the Movies, and Wrestling with Altitude. Check out our other podcast friends, such as Let the Hate Flow Through You, Pod Van Dam, Super Fantastic Podcast, The Road Home from Wrestling, Haunted Home Video, The IndieCast, Center of the Universe, Sobros Network, Big Gold Belt Podcast, The Co-Host Wrestling Show, Spotlight Series, Not Ready for Primetime Wrestling, At Odds with Wrestling, and It's Evolution, baby. And check out our other non-podcasting friends, such as Thrift Store Jobber, The Savage Dash, Mouse's Wrestling Adventures, Sickening Pictures, Good Company, Stay Tough, Smokin' Jay's Barbecue, and there will not be tailgating for the show, unfortunately. So meet Pam at her car for drinks. WrestleVoid, Midwest Territory, and the official graphic designer of Wrestling Cheers, Moy Boy Designs. That will do it for us here on Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name, and we're all gonna buy Pam brownie sundaes for her birthday. Later.
Woo! Bye!
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Would you like to get